Hi, everyone. I'm Lori. Welcome, welcome. If you haven't been here before, um, quilting in the country. Um, I thought I would just pop on here. It's like 5:30 in the morning. I have a house full, and I thought I would go over my list a little bit because this helps keep me on task because I have quilters ADD, definitely. I get diverted and whatever. So I like to make myself a list, right? Not hardcore list, like you have to stick to it, but a general, well, this week I would like to get this completed or work on a little of this, a little of that. Those of you that can go start to finish with a project, you're my hero. I can't do it. I get bored. I get antsy. I, I like to do different things and mix it all up. There's no deadline usually, so the only deadline is me and my list. So, um, let me see. I will share what I did. This was supposed to be 7:10. I don't know if you can see it. 7:10. It's backwards, but 7:10 to 7:17. I just crossed it out and put 23. See, editing. um, but I think I did pretty well considering I'm balancing kids and camp and all the other stuff life has to do, right? I have to clean the house and do all that fun stuff, not fun, but we'll go with that. So I did finish the horse quilt. Yeah, I'm always up early, Tracy. You're up early. I've been up since 3. So I did finish the horse quilt. And it was fun because I'll tell you a little story about it. Or the dog quilt. I'm sorry. I finished the dog quilt. Not enough coffee yet. And I said to my husband, we have to deliver this. Now, mind you, it's been in the bin for 10 years. I stalked my friend's Facebook page because I wanted to make sure the dog was alive. 10 years is a long time. Fur babies don't usually, stay with us forever. You haven't gone to bed yet? Oh my goodness. Pulling an all-nighter? You're probably having a rough one, right? I'm sorry. So this dog quilt, I said to my husband, I think it was Thursday afternoon. It was like 4 o'clock-ish. I said, let's go deliver this dog quilt. He said, do you know where she lives? And I said, no, but I know where her mother lives. How do you know her mother still lives there? I just do. He kind of looked at me like, okay, I'll play your game. You're a night owl and you don't sleep much. I don't sleep much either, but I'm a rooster. So we're kind of opposite. um, so we got in the car and we drove. Oh, I don't know. It's like half hour, 40 minutes away, right? And he said, "Are you sure she still lives here?" I'm like, "Yes, I just know that her mom lives here." So we went to the door. He wouldn't go with me. He didn't want any part of this. He sat in the car. I went to the door and knocked on the door. Um, her mom's husband answered the door and had no idea who I was. It's been 10 years. I'm sure I've changed a little, you know. Hi, Janet. Welcome, welcome. And he said, "Who are you?" It was kind of funny. So I said, "Oh, Judy will know who I am." That's his wife. And she was cooking dinner. I could smell it. It smelled wonderful. It smelled like onions and oh, it was great. Um, so she kind of came around the corner and she goes, "Yeah, I know who she is." Whew. If she didn't remember me, oh boy, I might have got the cops called on me or something. Um, so I showed her the quilt and she said, "Funny story." And apparently, my friend brings her dogs over to her every Friday. I think this is so sweet. She brings her dogs over while she works so that her mom and her husband can have dog time because they no longer have a dog. She has 2 dogs. So she brings them both over, drops them off, and every Friday they have like visitation. So cute. So this dog was coming the next day. I was like, perfect. This is perfect. So anyway, she did get her quilt and she did put a lovely, lovely note on my Facebook page and messaged me and told me I made her cry. I'm like, yay, happy tears. I'll go for that. Because there's too many sad tears in this world right now. Happy tears I'll take. So that got done. So there's the story there. It's 5:30 a.m. here. Yeah. Yeah. 5:35. 5 minutes. So let's see. What else did I do? Oh, I mailed the blocks to Donna. She got them for the traveling quilt. I made 2. And I didn't like the block I did. Not how it turned out, just the pattern. I was like, well, I'm making 2 of these because I will never make this block again. And I don't know why. I think it's because it was geometric, you know? So anyway, I mean, it's all right, but never again. Yeah. Well, Tracy hasn't been to bed. Lori's been to bed and Lori's up for the day. So we're yin and yang. Let me see. I finished my design boards. I did do that. So I have those now. I did drop one though between the cutting area and taking it over to the sewing area. I dropped it. So I think that's going to work better for me, but we'll see if I don't drop it. You drop them and that's not good because I had like 4 blocks stacked on it, you know, so I could just go over there and put them through the machine. Anyway, just me. So I did do that. The summer camp block for Pat Sloan, I did last week's. I still have to do this week's. I have till Wednesday. The Quilt Maker Mystery coming along slow, so slow. I skipped a whole version of it, right? A whole version, just skipped it. So I'm back now working on that, and then that will be totally caught up. And I'm making this week. Okay, so out of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. There's only 2 I didn't do. Not bad, but I gave myself an extra week too. Is finish that Quilt Maker magazine mystery. I have a few more seams, and that will be done. And the scrappy backs for these. My husband said, "Are you got those done yet?" Hun, this is making 4 quilts essentially, right? I thought it was pretty good, not bad, amongst everything else we have to do. If I had a butler, it'd be good, but I don't. A butler. What else would I want? A cook, right? I need baker too, because Lori likes her sugar. I would be cruising on this, but it's not life, right? We dream about it, but not happening. So there's 2 of these hanging there. I can move this a little. Let me move this over so you can see them. T-shirt quilts, right? So here's one, and there's 2. So my husband said, "You haven't got that done?" No, because I'm doing scrappy backs, just I found fishing fabric and all kinds of stuff because these were his brother's T-shirts, and he passed last year in September. So I had to hang them up because I thought in my head, it's on the list, and it's in my face. Well, not in my face, but in my room where I'm looking at it. I will more than likely do it, right? If it's in the closet and I don't see it, I won't do it. I'll do something else. Thanks. Yeah. I've made them before, Tracy, and I've made them side by side by side, and I've made them with borders around them, the T-shirts, right? So I've made 3. I just wanted to do something different, and I think this is cool. And when it's done, laid out, it will be very cool and not hard. It's not hard. Excuse me. It's pretty easy. Very easy. Air conditioning. I'm grateful for it, but in the morning, it's dry, I don't know. Makes me cough. I think it does stand out more. And funny that I brought these out this week because I said I gotta get this done. It's just weighing on me a little bit. Not that there's a deadline, because there's not. But when something brews for a while, it's time. And funny about it, you see these T-shirts, like these are the backs of a T-shirt. The fronts are on there too, but they're folded on the other side. That is junior carp tournament. Tim's brother, when he was alive, used to like captain a team. And this is, you might know because this is very close to the border. We call it North Country down here. St. Lawrence Carp Tournament, which is actually happening this weekend. I've seen posts and pictures and from the St. Lawrence River, and the kids, it's a kids tournament, right? So they all go fishing and there's prizes and all of that. Well, Tim's brother, my husband's brother, used to captain a team, and so it was big in his life, and he had like so many different ones. And I put these on there because of the date, because really it's the list of sponsors. But I thought, thanks, Janet. Have a great dinner. Enjoy. I thought just because the date's on there, I didn't really care about the sponsors, right? But the dates were important because these are the years that he did it, and some of them are 15, 19, whatever. So I threw those in there. And so I'm going to do that this week. Definitely. I'm going to still continue to work on that. Will I get it done? Probably not. These are big. They're probably 72 by 72, maybe. They're huge. Yeah, I think so. I think they're great memories and reminders. And when he passed away, I asked for his shirts because I had full intentions of doing this. I thought I would get them done quicker, but it's not a race. It's a journey. So that's on my list for this next go around. I want to say week, but it might be 2. I might give myself a grace period. If my car payment can have a grace period, so can I. I'm going to do the summer camp block from Pat Sloan. It is very close to Ogdensburg. That's where they're from. Hewelton. I knew you would know. It's right there. The border is right there. Trying to think. My husband would know exactly, but it's like 5 minutes from the border. Beautiful up there. Gorgeous. I love the St. Lawrence River. It amazes me. It's really pretty up there. And let's see, what else do I have on there? Oh, this is something I'm very excited about. First, I am gonna finish that quote maker section that I have to do this week because I want to be done with it and put it away until the next Quote Maker magazine comes out. The next thing is pretty cool. How far away do I live? It's about 3.5 hours because I live in Western New York, south of Rochester. That gives you a little idea. So yeah, it's about 3.5 hours. We go up there a couple of times a year usually. And when I went, oh, you did. You did, huh? I love that area. My husband's sister has like a camp on the river. I think it's the Asawagachi, or is it? Yes. I'm not saying that right. I know I'm not. I'm butchering it, but on the Asawagachi River, I think. Or is it the St. Lawrence? She lives in Hewelton, so, and it's not far from her house, but they have like a camp on the river. So cool. We don't have things like that down here. I mean, we have camps, but not on a river, It's really neat. So yesterday, I have a house full too. I have my younger daughters here. I have my two granddaughters that live here, and my daughter's 2 kids are here too. So it's a little crazy. That's why I'm on here at 5:30 in the morning, because it's quiet. Everybody's sleeping. You went to cadet camp in Kingston. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. A house full. Definitely. It's definitely a house full. It's fun though. I don't I don't really see my youngest daughter very much. Because she lives probably 45 minutes from me, which doesn't sound like a lot, and it's not. But with her work, it's hard to get together. So we decided that she would come for the weekend with the kids and we would just, you know, hang out, have fun. Last night, we had pizza. It was fun. And we sorted jewelry, which brings me to my next little quilting venture. I was sorting jewelry from my mom and my great aunt. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to coordinate visits when they have their own lives and their own kids and whatever. Um, but I get it. I get it. So my mom passed in 2015. Okay. I I've had her jewelry and not gone through it because I don't think I was emotionally ready. Um, so and I have my aunt's jewelry also, my great aunt, because she had, when my great aunt passed, my mom took her jewelry. Okay. So, uh, hey, Melissa. So she took her jewelry. Okay. So I have my great aunt's jewelry and my mom's jewelry. And I'm not big on jewelry too much because here's my thought. This is just my opinion. You wear earrings, right? And necklaces for others, right? Now, hang with me a minute because you don't see them. You do see rings, right? Oh, rings and bracelets. Just this is how I think. Um, so yeah, do I wear them once in a while? Yeah. I always have these in. My husband bought them for me. They're just, diamond studs. And I'm just I love jewelry. I love to look at it and I think it's pretty and everything, but I'm not much of a jewelry person. That being said, my mother was big into costume jewelry and my aunt was even bigger into costume jewelry. Um, and she worked for Woolworths, right? FW Woolworths. I don't know if you have that up there, Tracy, but um, it's a five and dime down here where you had that up there. Um, it was a five and dime. It went out of business 85, maybe. My aunt worked there. She's my great aunt, actually. My grandmother's sister. She worked there all her life. How rare is that nowadays? She worked there from the time she was 16 until they closed, right? And she would wear what they call she called them smocks. Really, they were short sleeve, red, button down with a collar. You were required to wear them. All right. I worked there for a couple of years from the time I was 16 till maybe 17 and a half till I graduated from high school. And I worked for my aunt. That was tough. That was tough because she didn't want to show favoritism. So she was a little harder on me, but it toughened me up. Anyway, back to my story. So when I went through her jewelry, she had a lot of pins, and they are so cool. I think, right? I didn't take a lot of stuff from my mom's stuff or my aunt's stuff, but I took stuff that reminded me of them or some quirky thing, you know. Um, so then my daughters can go through it and we'll just pass her on down the line. Yeah, jewelry's not your thing either. You used to have a Wars? Yeah. Oh, I love their Coke floats at the lunchnet thing. Oh, please. When I was a kid, that was a big deal. Let's go get a Coke float. Anyway, I'll show you some of these pins, and this is going to go back to quilting. Honest, it's going to come around. um, because what I plan to do is nobody wears pins anymore, right? Really, you know, maybe on a scarf, which is what I think this one is. You know, on a scarf, I can see that. The rest of them, no. But what I think I'm going to do, here's my plan. Goes down and you speak great shop. Yeah, I know. Welcome, by the way. Good morning or afternoon. I don't know where you are. There's a perfume that she always wore, and yeah, it's tough to lose your mom, I'm telling you. So, what I'm going to do with this, I was going through stuff yesterday and I thought, you know what? Nobody is going to want these pens. Well, right? So, I am going to make a bigger bug jar wall hanging. And I'm going to pin them to it. But I'll show you some of these. They're cool. Here's a fish, right? And these, I was head over heels. I'm like, oh, I gotta do something for these. Wait a minute. Butterflies. I love butterflies. A leaf, right? Then we get into some quirky ones. Oh, this one's pretty. Oops. Flower, right? And then look at this, Tracy. You're going to know this. I saved this out because it was my mom's. And you're going to tell me where it's from. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to make a wall hanging and pin them to it. This is Niagara Falls somewhere, Tracy. My mom's name was Dorothy, and so was my grandmother's, by the way. So they called my mom Dottie to distinguish. This is from somewhere in Niagara Falls, right? It's a keychain, but I'm going to attach it. I'm just going to attach it on there. 1982. How cool is that? So I said, oh, I'm going to have that. And where's it from though? It's from somewhere in Niagara Falls. I know it. I know it is. I just can't remember. You know, it wasn't like the Skyline Tower or any of that, but You were in Niagara Falls in 1982. Yeah. Okay, so then I found this. See, it's not that far from here. You could do a day trip if you could stay up that long, right? Then I found this. Can you see it? Yeah. Attach that somehow. Whether it be a safety pin, I don't know. I haven't thought that far yet. Made of the mist, right? Oh, what else do I have that's cool? Oh, she made this, my aunt. It's still cool though. Oh, there we go. That's safety pins, right? And a little bead on there, little beads for the American flag. I thought it was cool. This is kind of silly, but this is probably 80s. Yep. This is 80s. This is an earring. All right. The other one was broken. It didn't have the pokey post thing, whatever you call that. But hello, 80s. I have pictures of her wearing these. So I kept one. I'm going to put that on there just for fun. Let me see what else. Oh, I got to put this on there. This is a big memory for me. It says Roseland Park. And anybody who's local and of my age would remember Roseland Park. That closed in 85 too. Now I go down there and I don't know. I know my thoughts. I'm like, I wish it was back then. Now it's all high rises and the park you have to pay to get in, and I'm on the lake, and not a fan. You used to make those and put them on your shoes. Yeah. Or your hair. You remember those hair things where the brat was open and you would use ribbon, right? So let me see. What else do I have that's cool? Oh, so here's a carousel horse. Let me put that on there. And kitty. This was from my mom, I'm sure. My mom was a huge cat person. Huge. She loved her cats. She liked dogs too, but she loved her cats. She had a whole corner of her house that was all like cat statues and all that kind of thing. Funny. And I have a bunch of other stuff, and then I found this. I said, "Oh, that's right up my alley." Oop, has the squeeze thing on it. Little sewing machine. Got to put that on there. So I don't know. What else do I have that you guys would think was pretty cool? Here's an old one. Just a so that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do with it. Because people don't wear pins anymore, except for maybe that scarf thing. But I'm not doing that. I'm a t-shirt, jean kind of girl. And when I'm not wearing my jeans, I'm wearing my pajama pants. I'm a country girl. We don't dress up unless we have to. Weddings and funerals. That's it. It's true. Oh, fun. Anyway. So do you remember where this is from, Tracy? Does this at all look familiar? I want to say it was over the border, and it was that place with a big floral clock. I can't remember the name of it. Jean skirt when it's too hot. Oh, sundresses. Sundresses are good too. I like those. I like those. I'll run around here in a sundress when it's sweltering. But, we have air conditioning in the house, and my husband likes it cold. We're not. We're opposite, of course, like everybody else. He's always melting, and I'm like, brr. Outside of this room, which gets very warm for some reason. I think because of the windows and the sun comes up this way, right? So it beats in. Um, yeah, it gets warm in this room, but every other room in the house, woohoo! I wear my sweater. Not kidding. Not kidding. Good morning, Miss Kim. So that's my plan for all my pins. I want to do that this week. And I'm trying to think what color, right? Because they're pretty colorful. I kind of want black, but then I'm like, because it's going to be in my sewing room, so the threads are going to just jump to it. I mean, look at these. They're covered with threads. Thank goodness for this, right? Oops. Thank goodness for this. I think it's one of the craft shops on the strip in Niagara Falls. You're probably right. You're probably right. I because they had them all done and they would just burn your name into them. Could be that. That floral clock is in right in Niagara Falls, correct? When you cross the border. You know what I'm talking about? It's beautiful. I remember that. Everyone's asleep in my house too, Kim. Kids and all. There's 4 kids here. Couple. My youngest daughter's grandkids are here this weekend. Spending some time. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad that you remember because I was raking my brain trying to remember. Well, I knew it was from Niagara Falls. I knew it was from Canada, but I couldn't remember where. I haven't been in a while. You know when the last time I went was? The day Princess Diana got in that car accident. I was there. I was in your country. So sad. That's the last time I was there. Not far from Marineland, right? Yep, been there. Been there. Yep. It's all coming back now. Time I've been to Niagara Falls was in 82. Yeah. I've been to Toronto a lot more than Niagara Falls. We'd stop on the way back real quick, but it was quick. It wasn't a long drawn out thing. Kim likes the little shops. Her mom used to have some of those that she collected. Yeah, with the woods and stuff. Yeah. 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 So that's my plan for my pins. I have a couple. This one, I'm trying to find out. There's this one and this one. I put it on my Facebook page because I know they were my great aunts. And I remember her wearing them on her smock. Right? So I think they're years of service, right? There's this one. Oh, and that one. That's what I think. Excuse me. Years of service at Woolworths, I think. I'm trying to find out. There's got to be somebody who knows, And she worked there her whole life, so I don't know. I just like to know, inquiring minds. You were 12 and 82. Huh. We're close in age. Close. Let me see. How old was I? Excuse me while I use my calculator because that's math and it's 6 a.m. 6-ish. I think we're very close in age. What is it? 1982. 19. Isn't that a song? 1982. Oh, minus. Oh, I was a year older. Told you. Yeah, so am I. But I'm almost 1 year older. Melissa was 16 in 1982. Yeah, too funny. Too funny. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make it a little bigger, like, oh, I don't know, 20, maybe 20 by 20, because I might find more. And there may be a couple of earrings that besides this one, that I will stick on there too. We'll see. My daughter had a good time going through it last night, going through all her stuff. And it was fun. It was fun to watch her and me be able to tell her what I remember from all this costume jewelry. There were beads and it was craziness. But I'm not keeping any of that because I got enough beads. She gave me all her craft beads because she used to make trees, right? So I have all that too. A girl can only have so much. I'm trying to liquidate, get rid of it, send it away, finish it and be gone. Because I really don't want to do to my kids what happened to me, right? With all this stuff. Because I don't know, just my thought. I have a sunbonnet Sue that's not done. I have one over here that's done, right? I did back in 97. I did 2 cribs, 2 crib size, 2 twins. One for each of my girls. They were little then. And then I have the one I made for my mom is hanging over there. And I made another one, and you can tell it was 90s by the colors. It's like maroon and green. I'll have to bring it out. Which I'm going to finish it and get rid of it. I'm going to keep my mom's just because. But the one I made for me is a top right now. It's a flimsy. It's a flimsy. I did see it out there when I brought the dog in. The dog quilt. It was out there. Colton woke Rachel up. Uh-oh. Is it Colton? Yeah. Naughty. My dogs are very it's been a rough night for them because dogs are habitual, right? Very, you can tell the sun's coming up. Very habit forming. And my dogs sleep on the couch. One at one end, one at the other. Well, there are kids here. So I have a kid on the couch, and the other couch they don't go on. So the other couch has a kid, and poor Levi is disjointed. It's terrible. He's been all night up, down, up, down. We let him in our room to sleep on our bed, right? Both dogs. Todd's in there. Bassets, they don't care. They're pretty, But Levi's disjointed because there is somebody in his spot. So I tried to put the dog bed there, thinking he'd sleep on the dog bed. He wasn't having that. Then he went on our bed, and then he got down, and then he went in the dog bed, and the poor guy doesn't know where he needs to be because somebody is in his spot. So anyway, I just thought I'd come on here quick and share this with you guys and show you my to-do list, and it will hang up, and hopefully it'll go as well as this one did. Brings me great joy to use that highlighter. Good job. Silly games I play with myself, So that's about all I have, really. Miss Sylvia is going to be on at 8 with Sean doing the emu, I think. So that should be fun. That should be fun. Anybody have anything else? That's about all I have for now. Tomorrow, Kim, if you're up early, text me. Okay? Text me and we'll sew, or we'll FaceTime and solve the problems of the world. No, we won't, but we could talk about it. I just don't want to text you because I know I'm awake. Sometimes you're not, is all. So I think that's about it. That's all I have. Melissa said, "Do you do?" Yeah, well, Yeah, I don't want to wake you up, Kim, but text me. I'm awake from usually 2. Today was 3. 3 is a good hard number. 3 a.m. Eastern time, I'm awake. Then we can do what Melissa and Tracy do. Or we could come on here. I'll come on here at 3 in the morning if you're on with me. Do what? Why? What? What are you talking about? I was talking about solving the problems of the world with Kim because I know she's awake a lot. Early. Cock-a-doo-doo-doo. Why awake at 3 a.m.? I don't know. I think it's because I used to work nights, and then I worked evenings, and then I worked starting at 5 a.m. to 3:30. This was my last job before the hydro and the pump and all that business. 5 a.m. to 3:30. But I live 45 minutes from there. So it was a 45-minute drive on a good day, not a snow day, a good day. So I had to get up at 3 in the morning, and my brain is just wired that way. I have always been the chicken or the rooster. I love to watch the sun come up. The birds are usually chirping before the sun even comes up. I like to hear the owl. I'm weird that way. I don't know. It's just my thing. I'm going to be the one in the nursing home hooting and hollering at 2 a.m., pressing my bell. You know, that's going to be me. They're going to put me in the hallway so I be quiet. It's an age thing, I think. You might be right, because when I did work in the nursing home, a lot of people awake. A lot of people awake. And I don't nap usually at all. I go all day, probably about 9 o'clock, I'm sleeping. But I'm one of those people, head hits the pillow, out. You video chat. Oh, that's awesome. See? Yeah, we don't require too much sleep for some reason. Oh, me too. My husband sleeps like, I wonder if it's an estrogen thing. He sleeps like forever. He can sleep wherever, whenever. He's always tired. Not me. 4, 6 hours. Hello. You don't sleep, you nap, right? Right. Because you don't stay asleep long, do you? No, you don't. Oh, well. Your husband sleeps like a teenager. I get that. Mine does too. Like a rock. A rock. Yeah. Funny. I think it's an estrogen thing. I really do. Anyway, whatever it is, I'm awake. And not straight through. Yeah, 6 hours and not straight through. I'm 4 to 6. And if I nap, which is why I usually don't, it messes all that up. Instead of 4 hours, it'll be 3 hours. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. But I am one of those people that when my head hits the pillow, or I roll over and decide, okay, it's sleep time, take my glasses off, take my, do all that, I'm out. And I can sleep anywhere. Anywhere. I don't know why that is, but It's probably 6 hours, but straight through. I read that comment already. So anyway, there's my to-do list and my little project for the week. So I'll come back. I am gonna. Oh, I gotta put that bag or that pillow thing on there. I had to finish that too. It just popped in my head. Pillow thing. Reading pillow. That's what it is. Kim sleeps about 2 hours. Wake up for an hour. Sleep for 2 hours. Wake one. Oh, Kim. What do you do during that hour? Do you just lay there and think, I gotta sleep? I gotta go back to sleep? That would make me insane. That would drive me nuts. To tell you the truth. That's horrible. All right. So I'm excited about Miss Sylvia because I want to hear her speak. I have a thing for accents. I think it's interesting. So I hope she's live on there. See, I've never heard her speak. Well, on the video, but I really want to listen to her, go on and on. I'm excited about that. Plus, she's the sweetest thing, isn't she? I think she's fun. Yeah. Yeah, the cool accents. I was watching, speaking of accents, here we go. On another tangent. I was watching Toby Knits yesterday. And I don't know if you follow her or not. Toby Knits, and she's from the UK, I think. Yes. And she lives in Canada. Okay. She said if she spoke her language, because she's been in Canada for like 20 years or something, that we wouldn't understand. If she spoke the way that they speak over there, maybe the words, I don't know. I can understand the Queen. I don't know. Just funny. She said that, I think Friday's video, she was talking about it. Is it Friday's? Maybe. She must have the Cockney. See, Tracy knows about these things. I do not. Yeah. Is that totally different? Is it? I don't know. But that's what she said. She said we wouldn't understand her. So that made me want to ask more questions. Why? Why would I not understand? I don't know. But she's pretty awesome. She's a knitter, cross stitcher, new quilter. So I watch her a lot. British Baking Show. There's a Scottish gal who is on there. She and Paul Hollywood are, and fell right back into their accent too. Yeah, I love it. I find it fascinating, and I also, because I'm kind of nerdy that way. I find accents interesting, and I find how people live, right? in different areas, how they actually live, what they eat, all that stuff. I find it fascinating. The history of it. I read about that stuff all the time. Anyway, I'm going to take Lori and her New York accent and kind of New York / hick, right? Country bumpkin. I love, yeah, culture, all of that. I love all that stuff. I find it so fascinating. People are fascinating. Some not so much, but most, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna take Lori and her New York accent / hick talk, her hick speech, and I'm gonna let you guys go so I can go get coffee, chill out for a while, go see if there's deer in the backyard, So anyway, Sylvia at 8 with Sean. Super excited. I can watch that on my phone if nobody's awake yet, or on in here if nobody's awake, and on my phone if everybody is. We'll see. I don't know when I'll be on next. Maybe I'll come on tomorrow. Who knows? Kim, text me when you're awake. Tracy, if you're awake, you can text me too. And so can you, Melissa. She's got my number, I believe. Do you have my number? I know Kim does. You can give him my number, Kim. If you want to talk, solve the world's problems, whatever. All right. Thanks for hanging with me. Tracy, might be time for a nap. But you are in Discord. Kim has my number. She can give it to you if you want it, or you want to do Discord. It depends on your phone plan. Mine's free. I'll text you some morning. You should. Discord too. I check that every morning. That's a good place too. All right. Thanks so much for hanging with me. I did not expect it to be this long, but here we are. Lori and her ramble. You have unlimited text worldwide. So do I. Because those roaming charges are ridiculous. All right. I'll see y'all later. If you join Sylvia and Sean, I'll be there. Have a great day. Do some sewing. Tracy, get a nap. All right, I'll talk to you later. Well, you don't. We'll fix that, Melissa. You probably won't sleep till later. Oh boy. You are a night owl. Okay. I'll talk to y'all later. Melissa, I'll message you. All right. Take care, everyone. Okay, Kim, great. Kim's going to send it to her for me. Thanks, Kim. You're awesome. I'll talk to everyone later and have a great day. Okay? All right. Bye-bye.